The town of Greeneville announces plans for the 5th annual American Downtown 4th of July celebration to include a parade, live music, fireworks, and other family fun. American Downtown will be held in the afternoon and evening of Tuesday, July 4th, with most of the festivities planned at the Big Spring area behind the Greeneville Greene County Library. American Downtown will kick off with a Main Street parade beginning at 2 p.m. at Town Square Shopping Center on Summer Street. The theme of this year's parade is Salute to Service. All local law enforcement, fire, emergency personnel, active duty military members, and veterans are encouraged to participate in the parade as a way to thank them for their service. The Patriotic Parade will proceed from Summer Street to Main Street to Tusculum Boulevard and end at Greeneville High School, which is walking distance from the Big Spring. More parade details will be announced soon. To enter or for more information, contact Joni Parker at 431-9786. Following the parade, live music will begin at the Big Spring and will last all day until the fireworks show. Also located at the Big Spring will be the Freedom Wireless Food Court, featuring various food vendors. Returning this year will be the Top Dog Hot Dog Eating Contest. Anyone interested in being a sponsor or volunteer can contact Amy Rose at 639-7105 or arose@greenvilletn.gov. The entertainment schedule, list of food vendors, rules for the hot dog contest, and other details will be announced as they become available. For more information, please visit greenvilletn.gov or facebook.com/townofgreeneville. The Greeneville Board of Mayor and Aldermen will meet this afternoon at Greeneville Light and Power. On the agenda is consideration of an agreement with Volunteer Highway Supply to install pavement markings on several city streets, at a cost of approximately $7,226. The board will also consider a purchase of protective clothing for the fire department. The board will also consider a request to extend sewer service to the proposed Aldi location on the 11E bypass across from Walmart. Today's meeting of the Greeneville Board of Mayor and Aldermen will begin at 4 p.m. in the G. Thomas Love Boardroom at Greeneville Light and Power. A man accused of kidnapping his niece by marriage from a Hawkins County school last May pleaded guilty Monday in criminal court and was sentenced to 25 years in prison. 58-year-old Gary Simpson entered an Alford plea to 1 count of especially aggravated kidnapping and aggravated sexual battery. An Alford plea indicates that Simpson admits there was enough evidence to convict him in a trial, but he does not admit guilt. Judge John Duggar gave Simpson a 25-year sentence to serve at 100%. A charge of 1 count of rape of a child was reduced as part of the plea. Simpson went to the elementary school of his niece, Carly Trent, on May 4, 2016 and picked her up by fabricating a story about the girl's father being in a car crash. Simpson and Trent were missing for 8 days before being found near the Hancock County line. 2 men held Simpson at gunpoint until agents with the TBI arrived and arrested him. JCPenney has changed the date that the Greeneville store will liquidate. Originally, JCPenney was going to liquidate starting yesterday, April 17th. They will now begin liquidation on Monday, May 22nd. According to Joey Thomas with JCPenney Corporate Communications and Public Relations, this is due to stores having better traffic and sales since the closure was announced. The store is scheduled to close on Monday, July 31st. The Greene County Commission did not approve the resolutions to set a dress code for the commissioners and for the commission meetings to occur at schools around the county instead of the courthouse. Both resolutions were sponsored by Commissioner Eddie Jennings. The commission voted 3 yes, 17 no to set a policy for a dress code for commissioners at the commission meeting. Eddie Jennings, Lyle Parton, and Pamela Carpenter voted for the resolution. The dress code would have required commissioners to wear casual business wear. No shorts would be allowed. The commission voted 2 yes, 18 no to change the monthly meeting place of the commission from the courthouse to a different school in the county each month. Eddie Jennings and Lyle Parton voted for the resolution. This resolution was put forth to encourage citizens to attend commission meetings, as they would not have to drive to the courthouse to attend the meetings. A Chuckey man injured in a crash in February on the Irwin Highway has been charged with DUI and driving on a suspended license following an investigation. 23-year-old Jameson Painter of the 200 block of Kitty Morlock Lane was traveling eastbound on the Irwin Highway in the early morning hours of February 21st, when his car crossed the center line just east of the Kinzer Bridge, ran off the roadway, and overturned. The car then crashed into the large electronic sign in front of the Marathon Quick Stop Market before coming to rest at the edge of the parking lot. Painter was not wearing a seatbelt and was flown to Johnson City Medical Center for treatment. After being released, Painter agreed to have a blood sample that was taken at the scene sent to the TBI crime lab for analysis. The results were returned earlier this month and showed that Painter's blood alcohol level was .27 at the time of the crash. In addition, Painter's license was suspended with special restrictions, and it was determined that the crash occurred outside his permitted driving times. Painter turned himself in on Monday on the DUI and driving on a suspended license charge, and was cited for not wearing a seatbelt and failure to exercise due care. He posted $2,000 bond and will appear in court on Wednesday. For more on our news, visit our webpage at greeneville.com and sign up for our mobile news alerts by texting the word news to 59457.
With a look at your world of sports, I'm Jim Miller. High school baseball action today, weather permitting, in the Blue Ridge Athletic Conference. Chucky Doak at Greeneville, Granger at West Green, and Claiborne at Cumberland Gap. Watauga Valley Conference, South Green at North Green, and Unaka at Cloudland. Blue Ridge Athletic Conference softball today, Greeneville at Chucky Doak, Granger at West Green, and the Watauga Valley Conference University High is at Cloudland. Boys soccer today, West Green home against Happy Valley. Major League Baseball tonight, everything is under the lights in the American League. Chicago White Sox at the New York Yankees, Boston at Toronto, Detroit is at Tampa Bay, Cleveland at Minnesota, the LA Angels at Houston, and Texas is at Oakland. National League tonight, Philadelphia is at the New York Mets, Washington at Atlanta, Milwaukee's at the Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh at St. Louis, Colorado at the LA Dodgers, and Arizona at San Diego. Interleague games tonight, Baltimore at Cincinnati, San Francisco at Kansas City, and Miami is at Seattle. NBA playoffs continue tonight with 3 games on the schedule. In the Eastern Conference, Milwaukee is at Toronto in Game 2 of their series. The Bucks lead 1-0. Chicago at Boston tonight, Game 2 of their series at 8 o'clock. The Chicago Bulls lead that series 1-0. And in the Western Conference, it's Utah at the LA Clippers. The Jazz lead that series 1-0. Tip-off is at 10:30 tonight. Stanley Cup playoffs tonight, 3 games scheduled. Montreal's at the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference, Game 4 of their series. Canadiens lead at 2-1. 7:30 face-off tonight, Pittsburgh at Columbus. The Penguins can sweep the Blue Jackets as they lead the series 3-0. And it's Game 4 between Edmonton and San Jose in San Jose tonight. The Oilers lead that series 2-1 following back-to-back shutout victories. NASCAR returns to East Tennessee this weekend. It's the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Radio Greeneville will have coverage starting at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon on 103.1 FM WIKQ and AM 1450 WSMG. With a look at your world of sports, I'm Jim Miller.